things that you should be considering when you are then getting ready to choose your tools?
So there's a lot of them. I would definitely recommend making sure you break out each thing using some sort of spreadsheet, so you can stay on top of them first and foremost is something the best buyers do, and things that I learned the hard way to make sure I'm tracking all the right things, because you get to the final purchase and you're like, damn, I forgot to think about that one thing or ask them about this one question. So I think it's super important, but I think the team is super important. Who's going to actually be using the tools? How's that going to impact their day to day, and do they have buy-in in the purchase of the tech and using the tech? Hopefully you're going and purchasing the tech because you've had that feedback loop going with the people that will be using it, and they've shared exactly what their pain points are, what they're hoping to achieve, so you can map back to that. And then having a post-purchase plan, so you know how you're going to roll it out, based on who the people are. What kind of training are they going to need? How is this going to impact their day? What's the time that you need to dedicate to making sure that they are able to learn the new way of working, if that's the case? So I think the team is super important piece of it. Integrations are a huge piece of it. How is it going to integrate with other tools that your team are using? And what are you hoping to achieve via those integrations, right? So if you think about like sales engagement platforms, there's a lot of automation that you can do via those sales engagement platforms that are dependent on fields that it might be in Salesforce or a marketing automation platform. So thinking about those, if that's something you're looking to take advantage of, is super important. And also the data play, right? So a lot of things that I had never thought about when I first started implementing tech was like, how am I actually going to make sure that I'm getting the right data that's usable? And so understanding what you're going to track up front, make sure that is captured in a clean way so that it can be surfaced downstream, I think is super important as well. So integrations, I think, the team, making sure you have buy-in, thought about the time and resources it's going to take to make sure that you're successful, and that there's going to have that focus, necessary to a successful launch and ongoing implementation and usage of any tool that you do move forward with.
Mm-hmm. And what about, because there are so many tools that do similar things on the market, like if we're taking the sales engagement tool as an example, even further, there are a lot of sales engagement tools, and they're obviously have a lot of crossover features, and some have, different features, whatever. How do you start to even differentiate those types of tools when making that kind of purchase decision for the first time?
Yeah, that's a great point. So one thing I didn't mention just in your last question as well that ties directly into this is just goals, right? What are you overall trying to achieve, when you're looking to implement a technology? And that the technology should really directly map back to those. So you might find that a certain tool has a lot of features, and maybe it's a pretty heavy investment up front to capture, and you don't even really know what you need yet. Maybe you're early on to this game. So if you can think about what your goals are and where you're at from a maturity perspective, I think you can map that back to a tool. Maybe it's something that you need a free trial with, and you only need an eighth of what the tool actually provides. So do you go with that scalable platform that will grow, or do you just really need a point solution that can help you here and now that you can try out? So I think thinking back to exactly what you're looking to achieve, do you need call recording, or do you just need a way to make more dials? Both great features, both accomplish amazing things, but really, what are you looking to achieve? Both short term, but also long term as well, if that's something that's important to you.